This has been in the works for quite a long time, and this particular project actually started with Jerry and I drinking. When this opportunity came to create some art with the comunidad, we thought, well, I thought this might be a really interesting vehicle. I'm associate producer on the Through the Looking Glass and Popol Vuh, which are two projects that are under the Community as Creators project. Community as Creators is an opportunity for non-theater professionals to experience what it takes to put on a play, and hopefully that will whet their palate for more theater in their lives.
Through the Looking Glass seeks to create a dialogue between communities by having individual community members write the autobiography of their counterpart in another community.
We chose two communities that are very similar, Montebello and Limerick Park. They felt very similar and yet so very distant.
These two communities are going to have this particular dialogue to learn as much about themselves as about each other. To do this over time, a little bit of biographical data, and then a little bit more, and we have them write a little bit more, and as they fill in the blanks for who their counterpart is in their heads and their preconceptions, this is balanced against the other discussions and what we cover, as well as when we actually have these groups come together and meet. And then I take that group of material from the completely imaginary to the much more reality-based, and that arc of material I pull from to create a stage play that we'll be doing a reading of in both communities and at a taper facility.
One of the most exciting ideas here at Center Theater Group that's really made manifest in our work through community partnerships is the idea that we are all artists and we all have stories to tell. The Community as Creators project has become an incredible vehicle for us to invite people to share their artistry with us and to discover their artistry and share it with their neighbors. That includes Center Theater Group.
I would actually say that the prime mission in this project is for us to delve into who each other are, and in so doing come out the other side, realizing that we're more the same than we are different. When we decided to do this Community as Creators project, Boyle Heights seemed a natural. There was already a deep history in the community of art making.
Part of this whole process is premised on building relationships. By coming into Boyle Heights, what we're doing is trying to build up those relationships. At the same time, we're trying to get a sense of who's in the community, who's excited about doing this type of work.
And it's just a small way we know that CTG is starting to be a part of people's daily lives in Boyle Heights, and that's really what this is all about. Letting people know that theater doesn't have to be something that you go to. Theater is already happening in community. Boyle Heights is an incredibly vibrant cultural community, and we just want to be a part of that.
The story of the Popol Vuh is based on the Mayan stories of creation. When people come to see this, they'll get to see a local community expressing their beautiful joy of life and watch this expression in this pageant that is about celebrating the best of who we are as human beings.
I think that it is a big question that the entire country and us in the theater field are asking. How can we build people's interest more in going to the theater? And is it by having them actually be artists? I believe this Community as Creators project will help us answer that question.
Come get creative with us.
Come get creative with us.
Vengan a ser creativos con nosotros.